Shiloh, he has a better closet for sure. He has a little bit more free time.
Yeah, I got some more free time now. But we both have swag, you know what I'm saying? We get it from prime time.
Yeah.
He hates to say it, but everything he try to wear, our dad already did. So he think he be doing his own thing. But where do you think you get your swag from?
I think it's just from like inspiration, different fashion, different designers, a lot of different things.
Inspiration from what?
From you, brother, from you.
Shedeur Sanders just inked an $80 million fashion deal that literally brought a luxury brand's website to its knees. And it's exposing something the NFL doesn't want you to know about rookie power. Before diving into how a fifth-round pick is raking in more cash off the field than many veteran superstars do throughout their careers, there are 3 key points you need to understand. Initially, he rejected a $60 million deal from Gatorade, deeming the offer insufficient. Secondly, the true motive behind Nike's decision to double his contract to a staggering $250 million. And third, the Browns' media and coaching staff are beyond furious about all of this. This moment transcends a single endorsement deal. This discusses a total transformation in the way newcomers accumulate wealth. Shedeur Sanders is at the forefront of it all. Allow me to set the scene. Amiri, known for its high-end fashion and collaborations with top-tier celebrities, has just struck an impressive $80 million deal with Shedeur and his brother Shiloh. It's more than just sporting their gear or sharing a snapshot on social media. They're strutting down the Paris runway. Take a moment to really absorb that. A rookie NFL quarterback, still in the early stages of his inaugural season, is set to make a splash on the most renowned fashion runway in the world. The very Paris that has stood as the ultimate authority in high fashion for ages.
Where you want to eat out here?
As soon as Amiri dropped the news about this partnership, their website went down, totally swamped by an influx of visitors. The servers were overwhelmed by the sheer demand. That's more than just a marketing victory. That's a seismic shift in the culture. But here's what takes this to a whole new level of craziness. During the negotiations, Shedeur was not in Cleveland fretting over his Pro Bowl debate or losing sleep over critics' opinions on his performance numbers. He was already in Paris, already doing photo shoots for Louis Vuitton, already constructing a fashion empire that most athletes don't even consider until they hang up their cleats. This 22-year-old rookie is dominating the field, showcasing a level of play that sets him apart from the competition. And it just keeps getting wilder because the Amiri deal isn't even the headline grabber in this situation. Curious about why luxury brands are investing heavily in Shedeur Sanders? It's not just about his touchdown passes. It's not about his win-loss record. He sold 375,000 jerseys this year, and that's why. $375,000 for a fifth-round rookie on a struggling team. That's a higher total than any other rookie in the league. Beyond the top draft choice, surpassing the Heisman Trophy holder, eclipsing all others. When brands look at those figures, they don't focus on a quarterback with a shaky touchdown to interception ratio. They view it as a cash-generating powerhouse, gold item on display. Where do you keep your gold item? No, you've got a golden something on your pants. Anyone who still needs a seat. What are your thoughts on the show, my friend? It was definitely impressive. Great tunes. This is where the narrative shifts in a way that the mainstream media conveniently overlooks. This is the moment that's likely to ruffle some feathers. The true motivation Shedeur landing these deals goes beyond just jersey sales or social media followers. It's all about representation. Amiri and various luxury brands have been making efforts for decades to genuinely engage with the Black community. They've explored every option. When it comes to celebrity endorsements that fall flat, marketing campaigns that just don't hit home, and partnerships that fail to connect, Shedeur Sanders steps onto the scene and flips the script entirely. He's staying true to himself. He's staying true to himself, not altering his style for the corporate world. He's true to who he is. That bond with his community holds more value than any ad campaign that money could ever purchase. These brands view him as a crucial link, a means to connect with an audience they've previously been excluded from, and they're ready to invest significantly for that access. Let's dive into the play that showcases Shedeur Sanders' skill and determination, proving he's not merely riding a wave of luck, he's a mastermind. Prior to Amiri's approach, Gatorade had extended a $60 million offer for a 3-year deal. That's wealth that lasts for generations. That's enough to secure your entire family's financial future. Most rookies would have jumped at that contract before Gatorade could even wrap up the sentence. Not Shedeur. He glanced at that $60 million offer and declared, "No, I want equity." He pushed for a piece of the action in Gatorade USA. It's more than just a paycheck, more than just royalties. He sought a stake in the actual company. Picture stepping into a negotiation with a major beverage giant and boldly declaring that their $60 million offer just doesn't cut it. You aspire to be a collaborator, not merely a mouthpiece. That doesn't exude confidence. That's confidence. That's a level of strategic thinking that even many seasoned players fail to achieve. Have you ever thought about how crazy this is? He's likely justified in making that demand. If Shedeur holds even a minor stake in Gatorade's US operations, he's not just cashing in for 3 years. He's set to cash in for a lifetime. That's wealth that builds over generations. That's the distinction between being rich and being truly wealthy. Now, let's dive into the Nike deal because this is where things get downright outrageous. Shedeur landed a Nike contract before stepping onto the NFL field for the first time. The opening agreement was huge. We're discussing a staggering $125 million spread out over several years. There were doubts raised. Detractors claimed he still had yet to demonstrate his worth. The typical critics showed up in droves. Yet, Nike was aware of something that eluded everyone else. The contract included a clause, specifically an active player clause, that would double the entire deal as soon as Shedeur took the field in the NFL. As soon as he stepped onto the field for his first preseason game, bam! The contract skyrocketed to a staggering $250 million over 4 years. But this is the moment that should leave every other rookie feeling utterly envious. Nike didn't merely hand him a huge guaranteed contract. He received an unprecedented opportunity that no other rookie has ever been granted. Half of all jersey sales. Every dollar for a jersey. Can you believe how wild that is? Shedeur moved an impressive 375,000 jerseys this year. The typical price for an NFL jersey is around $120. We're looking at a whopping $45 million in gross revenue. Shedeur rakes in a staggering $22.5 million just from jersey sales alone. Excluding the base contract, excluding any additional bonuses, this is purely from jersey sales. That doesn't qualify as an endorsement deal. That's a collaboration. That's Nike declaring, "You're not merely embodying our brand, you're creating it alongside us." As Shedeur rakes in millions from fashion deals, equity stakes, and jersey royalties, the Browns organization can only sit back and observe the spectacle unfold. Kevin Stefanski and the coaching staff were completely unaware of the talent they possessed. Shedeur was treated like just another late-round pick, expected to be thankful for the chance he was given. In the meantime, he's emerging as one of the most marketable figures in the entire realm of professional sports. The gap is astonishing. The Browns are focused on their game plans and practice schedules, while Shedeur is busy negotiating ownership stakes with billion-dollar companies. And you know what the wildest part is? This is only the start, as Shedeur is breaking the mold of typical rookie behavior. Typically, rookies enter the league, finalize their contracts, and then hold off on considering endorsements and business opportunities until they gauge their success on the field. Shedeur turned the narrative on its head. He established his brand prior to demonstrating any skills on the field. He established leverage even before it was in his possession. Now that he's officially in the NFL, with Pro Bowl recognition under his belt and proof that he truly belongs, all those deals he negotiated are set to pay off big time. Consider the innovative business model he's developed in this scenario. He's more than just a football player cashing in on endorsement deals. He's a powerhouse in media, a trendsetter in fashion, a significant voice in culture, and a savvy equity investor. Just 22 years old. Take a moment to really think about that. While many 22-year-olds are preoccupied with rent and career choices, Shedeur Sanders is strutting down Paris runways, securing equity stakes, and crafting a business empire. The chasm separating him from his contemporaries is nothing short of enormous. It's on a whole new level. Look, I get it. Some of you might be questioning his performance out there. But let's talk about what he's doing on the field. Isn't it time for him to concentrate on football? And to that, I respond, why can't he excel at both? The idea that athletes should solely concentrate on their sport is not only outdated, but frankly, a bit disrespectful. As if diving into business deals will erase his ability to throw a football. LeBron constructed a billion-dollar empire alongside his championship victories. Michael Jordan built the most iconic athlete brand ever while ruling the basketball court. Tom Brady founded TB12 and secured 7 Super Bowl victories. The notion that achievements outside of the game can somehow detract from what happens on the field is simply a fallacy. It demonstrates your ability to manage multiple tasks with both discipline and intelligence. Shedeur is making a strong case for that at this moment. He's navigating significant business negotiations while adapting to a new NFL system, addressing Pro Bowl controversies, and handling the intense pressure that comes with being a high-profile rookie. Many individuals would buckle beneath that pressure. Shedeur is on fire. Here's my perspective on the situation, and I know this opinion might ruffle some feathers. The NFL establishment is feeling the heat. There's a palpable fear because Shedeur embodies a fresh wave of players who grasp their worth beyond just the game. Players who take charge and define their own value, refusing to let the league or team set the terms. Individuals who will create their own platforms and utilize them to generate substantial wealth. For years, the NFL held all the cards. Teams have the power to draft players, manage their contracts, and essentially dictate the course of their careers for an extended period. Players went along with it, simply because that was the norm. However, Shedeur is demonstrating that there's an alternative approach. Seize the reins of your story. It's possible to start shaping your brand even before you hit the big time. Consider negotiating for equity rather than solely accepting guaranteed money. And that sends chills down the spines of the traditional power structures in this league. The atmosphere surrounding Shedeur from the Browns media and front office has been notably tense. I believe there's more to it than mere chance. They recognize a player who stands strong on his own, needing them less than they need him. Kevin Stefanski is out now, but the impact has already been felt. A whole season that could have focused on building around Shedeur, honing his skills, and crafting an offense that truly showcased his talents. Instead, they scrutinized him, cast doubt on his abilities, and treated him as if he should be thankful for the chance to suit up for their team. Meanwhile, Shedeur was out there securing deals that will undoubtedly make him richer than anyone else in that building. The balance of power has changed, and they can't stand it. Here's a clear example to illustrate this point. During an interview, Shedeur was asked about his business ventures, and his response was quite revealing. "I'm deeply engaged in the industry. I have a vision, and I'm determined to see it come to life. My goal is to secure all the resources I could ever need, ensuring that I can utilize them for those who come after me, for generations to follow." That's not your usual athlete chatter. "I'm all about winning games and taking it one day at a time." That's a person who truly grasps the essence of legacy, recognizing that while football may be fleeting, the impact one leaves can last a lifetime. That mindset and vision truly distinguish him from the vast majority of players entering this league. Many players are focused on securing their next deal. Shedeur is focused on the future generation. Many players focus heavily on their statistics. Shedeur is constructing a foundation that will endure well beyond his time on the field. That's the distinction between a player and a mogul. I'm making a fearless prediction, and I'm putting it out there for everyone to see. Shedeur Sanders is set to make history as the youngest billionaire athlete while still in the game. Not post-retirement, not as a future business opportunity, as long as he's still on the field in the NFL. Oh, it's not just about him piling up cash. He's accumulating value. He's building revenue streams that multiply over time. He's building his brand, setting the stage for growth as his career unfolds. If he holds even a minor stake in these companies he's collaborating with, and if those companies keep expanding, the numbers can escalate quickly. 3% of Gatorade USA could translate to hundreds of millions in value. Half of his Nike jersey sales are soaring as his fame continues to rise. We're talking about tens of millions each year. The Amiri deal is paving the way for additional luxury collaborations. That's an entirely different level of earnings. When you combine all the factors, you're staring at a potential billionaire by the time they hit 25. There will be skepticism surrounding this. Some might call it drama. Critics will highlight his statistics or debate the longevity of his career. However, those individuals are completely overlooking the main issue. Shedeur's financial success is no longer dependent on his on-field performance. He's got a range of skills. He's created a legacy that transcends the game itself. Even if his NFL career wrapped up tomorrow, he'd continue to amass wealth through these partnerships and equity stakes. That's the brilliance of his approach. He's transcended the sport itself. Browns fans have every reason to be excited about this, not worried. You need a quarterback with the intellect to navigate equity deals, someone who comprehends the intricacies of business at this level and can withstand pressure from every direction. The smarts really show up on the field. That confidence is crucial in the fourth quarter. His knack for anticipating multiple moves ahead is evident in his defensive reads. The Browns have to embrace the situation and begin backing it up. Construct the team with him at the center. Design an offensive scheme that highlights his skills. Quit viewing him as a mere project and recognize him as the franchise cornerstone he has already established himself to be off the field. The truth is this: if the Browns fail to get their act together and acknowledge the talent they possess, Shedeur will inevitably find a home with a team that truly values him. When that day comes, as he finds success elsewhere while expanding his empire, Cleveland will reflect on this moment and understand they had a once-in-a-generation talent slip through their fingers. Avoid becoming that franchise. Don't be that team that misses out on the next big star just because you were too set in your ways to change. Shedeur Sanders is changing the game on what it truly means to be a professional athlete. He's taking charge without asking for approval. He's charting his own course. He's carving out his own path and stacking up generational wealth in the process. The $80 million Amiri deal that took down their website is only the start of something bigger. The Gatorade equity calls for the Nike collaboration and the Louis Vuitton campaigns. It's all part of a grand strategy that many still struggle to grasp. In 5 years, when he's a billionaire still dominating the football field, watch as everyone claims they knew it was going to happen all along. But you got the scoop right here. Leave a comment and share your thoughts. Do you believe could Shedeur really hit billionaire status before turning 30? Smash that subscribe button to stay in the loop as this story develops. Because believe me, we're only scratching the surface.